Your child cries when you leave. You feel like you're abandoning them. So you stay a little longer, apologize a little more, feel a little worse. And every time you do, you're teaching your child one thing. My parents' anxiety matters more than my learning to be okay. Here's what changes everything. Your child's tears aren't about you failing. They're about you being anxious. And that's a problem you can actually fix. Let's start with a name you might have heard, Donald Winnicott. He was a pediatrician and psychoanalyst who coined a phrase that changed everything: good enough parenting. In his 1953 paper, Winnicott found that children don't need perfect parents. They need parents who are attuned most of the time, who sometimes get it wrong, and who repair the relationship afterward. That cycle, attunement, failure, repair, is what builds resilience. This isn't just philosophy. Brain imaging research from neuroscientist James Swain at the National Institutes of Health shows us why. When you're attuned to your child, you're activating their prefrontal cortex, the part responsible for regulation and learning. Swain's 2014 study in Nature Neuroscience found that parenting literally rewires the brain, strengthening regions involved in empathy and decision-making. When you disconnect, you're not damaging them. You're giving them a chance to practice self-soothing, a skill they need to develop. Now, secure attachment. You've probably heard the term, and it may sound like something you either have or you don't. But Mary Ainsworth's foundational attachment research from the 1970s found something counterintuitive. Securely attached children often cry and cling more during separations than insecurely attached children. Why? Because they trust you'll come back. They're not protecting themselves by staying distant. They're being vulnerable. And that vulnerability is the foundation of security. Ainsworth's strange situation experiments showed that when mothers returned after brief separations, securely attached infants cried, sought comfort, and then returned to play. This wasn't failure. It was the attachment system working exactly as designed. So if your child cries when you leave, that's not a problem. It's your child saying, "You matter to me. I trust you'll come back." That's the goal. Here's the other part. Research shows that children of parents who carry chronic guilt about not doing enough have higher rates of anxiety and depression. That guilt isn't protective. It's contagious. It models anxiety for your child. They learn, if my parent is worried about being good enough, maybe I should be worried too. But children whose parents are sometimes patient and sometimes frustrated, who repair after losing their temper and model self-compassion, Lillard's 2013 meta-analysis in Psychological Bulletin found those children have better emotional regulation, lower anxiety, and stronger academic performance. The research is clear. Imperfect parents who repair mistakes support healthier child development than perfect parents who never falter. So here's the permission you need to hear. Your child's clinginess isn't a sign you're failing. It's a sign they trust you. Your job isn't to eliminate it. Your job is to respond with calm. You don't have to fix everything. You don't have to be on all the time. You don't have to smile through burnout. Good enough parenting, the actual Winnicott model, means you mess up, you repair, and your child learns that relationships can recover. That's the skill they actually need. Not a parent who never loses their temper, but the one who apologizes and shows what accountability looks like. Research on parental modeling shows that children who see their parents apologize and repair after conflict develop stronger emotional regulation and conflict resolution skills. That's the real gift, not perfection, repair. And here's the identity piece. You are a person and a parent, not a parent who happens to be a person. Your needs matter too. Your mental health is part of your child's environment. A parent who takes a shower, drinks coffee, or sits in silence for 5 minutes is modeling self-care. They're teaching their child, your well-being matters. Mine does too. This isn't selfish. It's foundational. Let's make this concrete. Here's the good enough checklist. Ask yourself, does your child feel safe? Not, am I perfect, but do they know I'm here and they're protected? Do they know you come back? When you leave and return consistently, they learn this. That's the foundation. Do you repair after conflict? When you raise your voice, do you come back and say, I'm sorry I yelled. You didn't deserve that. I'm working on it. That's what matters. Are you sometimes patient and sometimes frustrated? If the answer is yes, you're doing it right. That's normal. That's human. Here's one daily practice. Choose one thing you're not going to do perfectly today. Messy hair? Cereal for dinner? Raising your voice once and repairing afterward? It counts. The point isn't to be lazy. It's to practice imperfection. To show your child you're human. That mistakes don't end relationships. That good enough is more than enough. You've internalized impossible standards. The culture taught you that good parenting means your child is always happy, obedient, and thriving. And if they're not, it's your fault. That's not science. That's guilt. And it's destroying you. The real science says your child needs a parent who is attuned, who repairs, and who models what it means to be human. Imperfect, resilient, worthy of love anyway. You're not broken. No fixing needed. You're exactly what your child needs. In the next video, we'll talk about the identity crisis so many parents experience, the feeling that you've lost yourself in all of this, because it's real, and there is a way through it.